Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from commercial. Today on Jeopardy, Problems Caused by Trust, we are in the final stretch. So let's introduce our contestants one last time. In last place, we have Ryan with 1,500 points. In first place, we have Orlando with 2,000 points. And not far behind with 1,900 points, we have Brian. So, before commercial, we had Ryan take the last question. So this time, Orlando will take the first question this time.
All right, can I get key moments for 200?
Key moment for 200. Which act was passed in 1890 that outlawed every contract, conspiracy, or combination in restraint of trade and any monopolization, attempted monopolization, or conspiracy combination to monopolize?
Which is the Stamp Act?
No, it was not. Is there anyone who would like to steal?
Me.
Brian, all right. Do you have an idea of what it is?
It's the shirt, right?
Come again?
What is the Sherman Act?
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. It is what is the Sherman Act? And that is a solid 200 points for Brian, who now takes first place. Next, we have Ryan.
Can I get influential people 100?
Influential people 200. Help transform journalism by introducing what is called today's investigative journalism. Through her achievements, she helped expand and role of the newspaper in modern society and stimulate the progressive reform movement, but also she became a role model for women wishing to become professional journalists. This woman single-handedly revealed John D. Rockefeller's unethical business tactics.
Who is Ida?
And the answer is Ida Tarbell. Good job, Ryan. That is a solid 200 points for you. Next up, we have Orlando. What would you like to get this time?
I'm gonna go heavy hitter. Influential people 500.
Ooh, influential people 500. This president proved to be even more aggressive than Roosevelt in his use of the Sherman Act. In fact, during his 4 years in office, launched more antitrust cases than Roosevelt had done in his 7.5 years in office. He was less inclined than Roosevelt to believe in having the executive branch of the federal government regulate trusts.
Who is William Taft?
And the answer is, who is William Howard Taft? Great comeback right there, Orlando. Taking back first from Brian, with now sitting at 2,500 points. Next up is Brian, who is 400 points behind.
Alright, I can tie this, so we're gonna do influential people 400.
Influential people 400. Here we go. A president who was promoted as a public image of being a trust buster. He faced political pressure to act against the trust. The superior power was the power of the people and of the public interest, as represented in the presidency in particular and the executive branch of the federal government in general. He believed that when a business grew big, it was not necessarily bad.
I want to say, who is Theodore Roosevelt?
And the answer is, who is Theodore Roosevelt? Great job, Brian, tying it up with Orlando at 2,500 points. Next up, we have Ryan, and there's only 2 left.
Okay, well, that is the influential people for 300.
Influential people, 300. Leading member of the progressive movement who sought political allies to support social reform, was a leading and national journalist whose belief in social reform led to a close personal and professional relationship with Woodrow Wilson.
Who is Edward Bellamy?
Not such, but it's very close. Is there anyone who would love to steal it?
Oh, I can steal.
Brian, who is it?
Who is Ray Canavar Baker?
And the answer is, who is Ray Stannard Baker? Great job by Brian, taking home the win. Now let's look at the last question. Terms for 100. Organization of several businesses in the same industry, and by joining forces, the trust controls productive and distribution of a product or service, thereby limiting competition. Is there anyone who would love to take it?
I can.
Orlando, what is it?
It is a trust organization?
It is. What is a trust? Trust organization is also another correct answer for it. Or we would have accepted a monopolization.